beautiful souls. So this is going to be our new setup until I fidget with this some more and fix it and make it better. But thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your prayers and your kind words and getting through 2020 with a smile on your face. So this is going to be a collective reading. I decided that this was going to be my start. That I was going to start with a collective reading. I don't know why. It's just how it's going to be. So, this is the collective. Of course, there'll be an extended at the end. For those of you who are on Patreon, or if you want to join Patreon, the link will be in the description box below for you to do that. For you to do that if that is of interest to you by any means. So yeah, it's 2021, or it will be when I post this. And I did meditate, I did focus on the energy. So I would say collectively right now, you know what it feels like to me? A gentle tower moment. Okay, it's not as much of a big shock or a knockdown. It's more of a spirit guiding us to make changes, or guiding us to do something different, and kind of allowing ourselves to go along with that energy and to make those changes for ourselves. It's just a way to get us to consciously decide on the new beginnings that are coming in for us, okay? So let's pull some cards. I'm just freestyling this because I don't know. I couldn't think of a spread, or I couldn't come up with anything, so this is what we're doing, okay? We have letting go. I'm going to figure out this light situation too, because I just noticed that was there. Letting go, courage, and the loving man. Hold on one second. I'm going to try to dim this because it might be too bright. Okay, hopefully that's a little bit better until we figure it out. But so the first card that we have is letting go. Okay. Letting go, which is the number 3. We have courage, number 1. And we also have the loving man, number 5. Okay. Let's start with the loving man, because as soon as I picked it up, I got a lot of energy from this one. So this one's telling me that a lot of you, I'm going to channel this one, okay? So bear with me. Some of you are dealing with a person in your life that it has been really hard to connect with this person. But I'm feeling like this person really does care about you. This person has a lot of troubles in their life, or a lot of things that stop them from being with you. But the connection and the love is there, okay? For some of you are having trouble finding love in a relationship with a person that you've been with for a while. And the relationship seems to be built on conflict. That's not what Spirit wants for you, okay? A lot of you, too, some of you are having troubles finding happiness in situations. And this is like work relationships, connecting with people at your job, anything of that nature. It seems like there is a problem finding, not connecting with people, but not being upset with them, or being as patient as you usually are, okay? So that's the energy that we're connecting with. With letting go, there's a sense of loyalty. Some of you have the sense of loyalty to this person that you've been having issues or troubles with. But there's a sense of loyalty of holding on to things that have been in the past. 2020 has been rough for us all, okay? But the only thing that we have had are the things that we could hold on to, because so many things were being taken away from us or changing or something of that nature. So there's a need to like hold on to what it is that you do have. And 2021 is going to show us that it's okay to let go of things, or it's okay to shift the energy to something else, so something new or something better can come in for us. The whole purpose is to help us grow or to help us become better. Now, all of this energy is connected by courage, because it's going to take our ability to let things go, our ability to trust in spirit and believe in ourselves in order to achieve those things, or to let those things happen to us. So that's why it looks like this, or it's connected by that. Okay. All right, let's pull some more cards. I have a couple more oracle decks. So the first one we just used is the Quantum Oracle. This deck is the Elemental Oracle. Okay, so we have plants, growth. Ooh, I gotta figure out where the cameras are now. Plants, growth. It's the number 19. Actually, I'm gonna put that there. Ooh, transformation, pressure, number 26. Absolutely. This card is intense. Not gonna lie to you guys. And then we have the soul, passion. Yeah. Especially with this person that a lot of you have been holding on to or waiting on something to happen, especially because you feel such a deep connection to it, I see, right? It's almost become a part of who you are, and a lot of things have become a part of who we are that we need to let go during this time, which is really becoming an issue, okay? This is about new foundations. It's like figuring out where your soul is trying to take you, right? Your soul could have took you to a place 3 months ago, okay? And it was just a stepping stone for something new or another shift or something different to happen in your life. And it's like you have to allow that shift or that change, okay, within this person. Some of you are waiting on someone, and the thing is, you're going to have to allow the transition. You're going to have to allow it to change. You're going to have to allow it to happen on its own. And I just see a lot of conflict involving it right now. I see a lot of back and forth. I see a lot of changes. I see a lot of heaviness with whatever person you're dealing with, you know. For those of you who are having problems trying to connect to someone, not like connect to other people, or maybe other people are making you mad, or you're not understanding other people or something of that nature. They want you to look at yourself. There's something about you that you need to look at, or something you need to work on with yourself. That conflict is coming up for you to make changes. But for those of you dealing with an individual, like if you're waiting on, it's weird because there's two sets of people. One set of people, you're waiting on someone to make the changes to connect with you. They feel the feelings, they need to do the do's, do the actions, okay? And for some of you need to let someone go because there's too much conflict and that's being brought up to you. So you'll know which one that you fit in. transformation and pressure under courage. The thing is, this is about having the strength to make changes in your life. Changes are hard. They're not fun. They're not easy. No one wants to go through them. But this is showing me that these new beginnings are for you. It's almost like you need to make the choice for your own success, right? For your own success, for your own goodwill, for your own life. It's a step that you need to make for yourself. And when you make the step, it'll just propel from there. I feel like it's very interesting, guys, because this feels like a stepping stone for me for something, for 2021 to be set up for you. Okay? Yeah. A lot of you have been trying to let something go. The energy has been signaling you to let something go, whether this be a career, a job, a home, a person. Okay? And all the seeds have been planted and the plant has grown. It has been fertilized by all the things that just don't fit where it's supposed to fit. It's almost like the cards are setting or aligning in a way for you to make the decision, but you have to make the decision. Wish fulfillment is on the other side. It's just that making that choice to get to that other side is stressful. And it probably comes with a lot of baggage or a lot of things to kind of like shift through in order to get there. Okay, so we have, what do you feel? The number 9. We have spirals of manifestation, 18. And we have against the grain, 4. There's definitely a need for some shifts here because we're going with against the grain first. I don't know why we're all over the place, but there needs to be a shift in foundations in the energy. It's like there's a need to let passion drive you where you need to go. Your soul, your true self, your authentic soul. What is it telling you to do? Where is it telling you to go? Right? Which means that there's a need to evaluate your foundations. People that you're dealing with, love, relationships, career, home, the structure of your mind, the way that you think the things should go, you know? Maybe it fit you in the past, but it's not going to fit you in the future. And that's what needs a shift. It's interesting because I feel like there's little seeds, especially with this energy and this one. I feel like there's a lot of little seeds or a lot of little things going on to show you the changes that you need to make. It's just up to you to want to do it. Please remember, guys, that this is just the beginning of something new. It's not like tomorrow or in January everything is going to fall into line exactly how it's supposed to be. This is like a stepping stone or the beginning of things changing, of things shifting. You have to continue on that path. I do feel like there's a lot of things that are going to come in from you making a single step. And then you have to follow through on the process to get to wish fulfillment. Yeah, this is a good time to figure out where you stand with yourself. So Am I in a situation because I want to be there, because I love this person, because I love this situation, because I feel like there's growth? Or am I in this situation because it's stagnant, this is what I know, I'm afraid of change, so on and so forth? You know, it's really a good time for you to make the distinction between the two. Where have you planted yourself? Is there going to be growth here? Are you just hoping that there's growth, right? But a lot of you are being called to make decisions with this card. To make decisions that are extremely hard to make, that are very uncomfortable. But it's for your best life. It's for your best self. You know? It's not necessarily something bad. You shouldn't look at it as bad. Alright, I'm gonna do a Celtic cross. Actually, this collective won't have an extended. I'm not being called to do an extended for it. So we're just going to do this Celtic cross as the extended. This will be not a long video. I would say it'll be about 30, maybe 40 minutes, probably. So Happy New Year. Okay. Ooh, those two cards wanted to come out. I'll keep them out. So we have the Death and the Seven of Swords here. Yeah, the Death talks about transformation. There is a change. I feel like there is a sense of things being revealed to you. Things that you may have kept secret from yourself being revealed to you in a way that you necessarily might not want it to be, but it's time. You know, it's like you've told yourself a certain set of lies for a long time, or you've been in a situation that you hope will get better or something like that, but those things are being revealed to you because it's not healthy for you anymore. It's not helping you. It's not helping you grow. And the Death is, you're all about transformation. A lot of you have came to the conclusion that you want change. That change that you want, though, comes with a sense of realization. And that is what is really being touched upon right now. Okay? So then we have the King of Wands, the Ten of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, Four of Swords, Prince of Discs, Ace of Cups, Nine of Cups. Yeah. Bottom of the deck we have the Princess of Swords and the Six of Cups. This is about realizing something of the past with the Six of Cups. You know, this is like, am I sitting in nostalgia? Or am I really happy where I am? Is it really helping me grow? Is it helping me become a better person? These things are being realized and seen by you at this time. It's kind of like Spirit's like, what are you going to do with this information? Does it mean anything to you? Do you care? Do you care about what I'm giving you? These little seeds of information, what are you going to do with them? How are you going to cultivate them? So in the past, we have the Ten of Wands. A lot of you have found yourself in the struggle. And what I mean by that is it's kind of like you're so used to it. That's just the way that it is. You've kind of thought like, oh, it's always going to be heavy and hard with this person because this is the way love is, or I'm never going to find anyone because that's the way it is. This job is not making me happy, but that's just the way that it is. I get that feeling from that. I'm going to keep reversals. We have the Devil in reverse, the Hermit, and the Queen of Swords. I forgot I don't have to hold the cards up anymore. I'm so used to doing that. Yeah. So I feel like the hold of whatever has held you back in the past is lightening up. Whether this is a person or a situation, it's almost like there's a bit of realization. You're growing as a person. You're growing as a person. You have had some sort of epiphany. Things are making more sense to you about what it is that you want. But the thing is, you've had this idea in your mind, and now it's about executing it. The Queen of Swords is like, so right now you're just trying to reason things out or figuring out how things are going to fall into place. Pretty much. You know what you know. You're aware of what you're aware of. And now it's like, what am I going to do? How am I going to make this work? Okay. The Death, King of Pentacles in reverse, Temperance in reverse, and the Magician. Yeah. To me, this is a realization that, yes, you were comfortable. Yes, you've built something. Yes, it meant something to you. But you're realizing that what once was balanced or what once felt like the perfect place for you doesn't feel that way anymore. Okay? And now that you have that idea, now that you have this realization and this sense of reasoning or what it is that you know, based on what it is that you know and what it is that you see in your environment, what are your next steps going to be? Your challenge is trying to do things fairly, whether this is a divorce or a breakup or shifting through paperwork or logistics or whatever that is for you. Because I feel like you're losing something, whether this be money or home or a steady situation or something that once seemed very perfect for you. I feel like your idea now is to shift the environment or shift the situation so you can be happy. Some of you are going towards another person that makes you happy. This doesn't necessarily have to be a water sign, but I feel like it is another person that's going to make you happy after being stuck in a situation that wasn't making you happy, or a better career or a better situation or whatever that is for you. But it could be different things for different people. What you don't see is the Queen of Discs. I feel like what you don't see, honestly, guys, is that you're nurturing yourself. You're doing, even though you're not moving or you feel like you're not doing as much as you could, you're putting in effort. Things are actually happening. You're doing things for yourself. It could be someone in your environment as well doing things to bring the situation together. King of Wands, Four of Wands in reverse, Death in reverse. Yeah, this right here shows me, I'm going to put it positively, okay? It shows me the power of your mind. And it shows you the power of when you want something, you're dedicated, you're focused on it, what you can create and what you can make happen. You've been in a situation for far too long that hasn't really been doing the best things for you, but because you're dedicated, because it's something that you want, because it's something that you care about, you have been the advocate for whatever this is in your life. And it just shows you the power and the courage and the strength that you do have. Yeah. For a situation that just did not change. That's what you don't see. So, King of Wands. Yeah, I feel like you have this power within yourself because it comes up twice. The key is, what are you going to do with it? Five of Wands in reverse, Page of Swords, and the Queen of Cups. Yeah. So now that you know that you have this power, this strength, what are you going to do with it to stop the conflicts in your life, or the things that have been creating like conflict or struggles? How are you going to change that? And conflicts and struggles internally or externally. How are you going to change that? What are you going to do with this message? How are you going to nurture that for yourself? Worry should not be a deterrent. In the near future, though, yeah, it's very weird because I feel like secretly you've made a win. Secretly, I mean, where you may not be making big changes in your life, but that mental shift or that control of your power, or being in control of your power, there we go, is really helping you get to the next shift, the next phase. And where you were stuck, you're coming up with new ideas, new plans. You're putting new life into where you were stuck. And because of that, you're like highlighting the things that were not working for you so you can change those. So that's a win, whether you, W-I-N, whether you see it that way or not. What's supporting you is time spent in your head, believe it or not. So you might, if you're dealing with a person, they're telling me they may not be talking to you right now. It may be a little bit dead air silence. And I feel like that's because this person is really trying to figure out what their next step is going to be, how they're going to handle it, how they're going to do a breakup, how they're going to do a divorce, how are they going to shift their life around because they're not happy. It's like you want this person to be by themselves. It's like you want this person to not be talking to you right now because it's really helping them figure out what their next step is going to be, how they're going to handle their life. What are they going to do? You know, the silence is good. That's what I'm hearing. So some of you need to spend some time by yourself as well, if that's not them. Prince of Discs. Yeah, someone's slowly making plans. I feel like you don't see that. Someone's making plans. Yeah, now we're talking about someone that's waiting on someone. There is a mental perspective happening here. There's a dead air, a stalemate, because a decision is being made. Yeah, this is someone who knows what they want. They know there needs to be a shift. They know that there needs to be a change, and they're making that happen. They're doing that. There's worry that they're not doing that, because I feel like you can't see it. You're not an active participant in it. A lot of you hope for better times, new love coming in, careers that make you happy, situations that bring joy into your life. Page of Pentacles in reverse, upright, Page of Cups in reverse, and the Three of Pentacles in reverse, and the Empress. Sorry, that's my cat trying to get in. The Empress, hey! The Empress talks about the potential for growth here. And that's what you're really focused on, is you're thinking about all the potential that could be here, right? You're making the steps. This is like having the knowledge, putting it into practical use. So you're hoping that someone is going to make the steps or do the steps, or that you're able to do the steps or feel comfortable enough in something to make those steps for yourself. You're not looking for a fly-by-night type of situation. You're looking for something to be stable. If it's not going to work with for you, what you're hoping that it does, leave it behind, okay? Nine of Cups. In the near future, I see you being very comfortable and happy with yourself. You know, it almost gives me a sense of like realization. You know, this is a good time to make wishes for yourself whenever the Nine of Cups comes up, no matter where it is. You have the Five of Swords in reverse, the King of Swords in reverse, and the King of Cups in reverse. Bottom of the decks, we have the Six of Cups. I feel like some of you are going to reunite with what you feel is the love of your life. But there are so many secrets here. I feel like you're hoping that coming together with this person will clear up secrets that you may have. I don't know that it will, though. But I feel like there will be some sort of connection or some sort of decision that needs to be made here. But I'm not sure if they'll be making it, you know? Okay, anyhow. This is like you not making excuses for someone else's actions and deciding that their actions are their own. It has nothing to do with you. It doesn't reflect you as an individual. It's this person's choice to make these decisions or not make these decisions. Okay? Yeah. It's kind of like you're giving up the sense of needing to reason or make excuses to control the situation, and understand that you can't control someone else's actions or emotions, but you can control yours. And that's where you're going to find happiness. Yeah. It's interesting because these two cards are saying, like, it's not saying that you have to give up on something. It's not saying that you have to be super negative about the situation by any means. It's just saying, like, you have to let go of the outcome. I was going to say the hope, but it's kind of like you have to let things play out the way that it is going to play out. Because you don't want to overindulge in this. I do feel like somebody will come back around, but I feel like their decision will not be clear. There's too many decision cards here. I don't feel like their decision's going to be clear, but I feel like those feelings and that connection's going to be there. So I feel like we touched on a lot here. Now the next thing I'm going to do, yeah, we're just in it. We're in it to win it right now, okay? I'm going to do a relationship collective. I missed these cards while I was gone. And yeah, I missed them. So what we're going to do, we're going to do the spread that I would usually do for the extended or the Patreon. So we're going to do a romance spread, how your side, their side. And we're going to start with their heart. Well, I'm sorry, their mind, their heart, and then their actions. Or their next actions. Okay, let's see what's in their head. I'm going to do these in all upright. So we have the Six of Pentacles, the Four of Swords, and the Three of Cups. It's almost like they think about what they want to do for you, how they want to like just give and not worry about what's gonna happen. You know, it's kind of like that balls to the wall energy where it's just like, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna call them, I'm just gonna jump all in, I don't even care, it doesn't even matter, and then they stop themselves. It's almost like a friend tells them not to, or there's something that they enjoy about their situation. It almost feels obligation, like they have some sort of obligation and they can't make that decision or do that thing that they want to do, but you're always there. I feel like this person may be watching you too. I'm going to be honest with you. So we have the Sun, the Justice, and the Fool. I feel like you've always wanted to make you always wanted to come towards this person. You always wanted to make the move or to show them how much you cared, because you thought maybe they didn't know, or maybe they needed to know more in order for them to make a better educated decision. But I feel like now you're starting to realize that things have to be balanced. And living with integrity doesn't necessarily always mean towards that person. It's also towards you as well. So I feel like you're waiting for this person to make the move because you feel like that is what is going to be fair here. I do feel like if you connect with this person though, you're not going to block them out, even if they don't make that move or that decision right off the bat. I don't feel like you're going to cut them out. I feel like they're going to keep it light. And because they're going to keep it light, you're going to keep it light. Okay? So let's see what's in their heart. You. I feel like it's you. That's the first thing came to my mind. Yep, Two of Cups. It's you. A lot of them may be in a relationship too. But I feel like they will put that down for you. But there's a lot of other factors involved. They may be getting money from this person, or some sort of stability, financial type of situation that they don't want to let go of. It may have something to do with children as well. But I feel like they're doing everything that they need to do to get to you, but you're always there. One thing I can say about this so far is that you're always here in their mind, in their thoughts. You're there, okay? And I feel like it invigorates them. It's interesting because I feel like some of them are trying to gain control, like they don't want to be in love or they don't want to have these types of feelings. So they either did in the past or are doing, trying to date other people to see if it's just fly by night feelings that they have, or they really feel this way about you. But I feel like it comes back to you again, so it doesn't matter. Okay, your heart. We have the King of Swords. Yeah, you're being logical here. The Star. You do have hope, though. And the Nine of Swords. Okay. So you're trying to have hope about the situation, but at the same time, you want to be fair to yourself, right? You're trying to heal yourself and not just the situation, but also yourself as an individual. You are a little bit worried that the risk isn't being taken or that there's some sort of risk that probably you should take to get things started. But again, it's about being fair. It's about doing what's fair. And right now, I feel like you don't feel like that will be fair. So that's not what you're going to do. You're being very logical. It's very interesting because I feel like you don't have a choice because this other person is doing this. So it's almost like you're mirroring or mimicking this because that's what you're seeing. That's what's being revealed to you. So let's see their actions. Okay, we have the Eight of Wands, Eight of Swords, King of Cups. Here's what is dumb. And Three of Wands on the bottom. And I'm going to say why it's dumb. Because they have a very skewed view of how this is going to move forward. Okay. So what I see is communication and then a pause. Communication, then a pause. This is a person who cares about you. They don't know how to handle their emotions. They want to be in control of their emotions. There could be someone else as well that is getting their attention, or some sort of friend, or it's connected to a friend situation, but you're the one that they want to connect to. It's interesting because it almost feels to me like they have a set idea of what they want, or a set idea of what used to be what they want, or what used to work for them, or maybe what their friends think or what their family thinks. But it's time for them to think about think for themselves. And all the thoughts come to you, all the messages, all the feelings come to you, but they're like holding it in. They want to move forward with this Three of Wands here, but I just feel like they're holding it in. Yeah, it's like thinking of you, talking to you, and then cutting it off. But it's interesting because it's almost like they get so trapped that they have to offer you something. But it's almost a smidget of what they're truly feeling inside. But their emotions are building a whole story around you. Yeah, and the Three of Wands, they just want to move forward. They just want to make things happen. So let's see your actions. Yeah, I don't know why they're calling me to do this. Ace of Cups, Nine of Cups, Nine of Wands. Yeah, I feel like with this Prince of Swords, you're taking what you see or what's being given to you and trying to make the best out of the situation. So whatever they're giving you, whatever they're trying to provide you, that's what you're going off of. At first, you felt like every time you were around this person or with them, your cup just overflowed. Everything you ever wanted, everything you thought about was in them or with them. And now, you're focusing more on your own happiness. You know, it's almost like you had to emotionally walk away from something to find yourself again. Not that you've completely cut them off, but it's just you had to do that for yourself. because it was pretty much wearing you down. And that's, you know, you are the most important part in your life. So then we have the Moon, the Seven of Swords, and the Four of Wands. This is interesting because I feel like even though you've been going through all this, you will come out on top. I don't know why I get this, but I do. Yeah, you're not going to be by yourself forever. So don't have in your mind that because you had to walk away from this, or because you had to kind of do that kind of wish for yourself, that you will be by yourself forever, because that is definitely not what's going to happen in this situation. And Spirit doesn't want you to even think that that's what's going to happen, because it's not. Right now, there's a lot of secrets around this love situation that are not being revealed to you, and they are keeping them to keeping it to themselves with that Eight of Swords. I feel like they don't want to bring this into you, which is why they're only giving you just a little bit and not enough. But their heart is fully invested with these two cards here. Okay? Okay. Well, my beautiful souls, thank you for being here. I love you. Thank you for hanging in there with me. I'm going to get this lighting together because I realize there's some dark spots over here. But the background, I like. It's good. I love you. I'll talk to you later. And have a wonderful 2021. We deserve it. I love you. I love you. Bye-bye.